I told you so. A few months ago, I made a video about the Glock ban being reintroduced. It didn't get much attention, and I was told that Glock cannot be touched. Well, it wasn't only touched, it was torched. Several states, led by none other than California, have sued Glock over the ability to convert their semi-automatic pistols into fully automatic pistols, which renders them illegal. Glock already makes a model with that switch built in that can be used on either semi-automatic or automatic mode. That is, the Glock 18, and is not available for purchase over the counter, so to speak. Well, California won the lawsuit, and in response, Glock discontinued manufacturing all but a handful, such as the popular 43 and 48 models. So if you live in a plaintiff state, you may no longer buy a Glock that conforms to the now old models. If you live in any other state, you may still buy the old Glocks until inventory runs out. However, and this is very important, the new law applies to new sales only. So if you already own a Glock that is on the list of prohibited and discontinued models, you may keep it. And hey, you never know, but its value may spike as a result of this legislation. Now, I can picture some of you cringing and getting all worked up about your Second Amendment rights being infringed upon and that the government has no right to do this, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not happy about it either, but the government can and will regulate firearms whether we like it or not. It's up to us to adapt to the legislation when enforced and continue to use the legislative process to fight back, because this battle will never stop. Imagine if we didn't have a constitution. Now, speaking of adapting, Glock recognizes the fact that fighting City Hall may sometimes be futile and more costly than making a business decision to pivot and bring an alternative solution to gun owners. They have to stay in business, and Glock lovers want more Glocks. So Glock will now manufacture your favorite models without the ability to add a conversion switch. So semi-auto is the only configuration that will be available. These models will be branded as the V models. Now, if you're open to alternatives to the Glock lineup, the Ruger RXM is a very attractive option. It is made by a solid American brand. It is a replica of the Gen 3 Glock 19 and comes with a TrueGlow front sight, optics ready, a flared magazine well, and a 15-round magazine. It also accepts the factory Glock 19 mags. Best of all, it is about $200 cheaper than a Glock 19. I'm impressed with the RXM, and many of my students who tried in class like it too. Another brand is Shadow Systems. They present it as an upscale Glock. They have models that replicate the Glock 43X, Glock 19, and Glock 17. They're more expensive than their Glock counterparts, again, because they're constructed differently. In a spirit of full disclosure, I had a terrible experience with the CR920 Elite, which is the 43X version. Both the pistol and the customer service were highly disappointing. But just because I had a bad experience doesn't mean you will. So please do your research before you go that route. So, Glock lovers, don't despair. You can still buy your favorite Glock and still keep the old versions you have. Unfortunately, the violent criminals out there will keep defying the law, carry any version they want, and there is nothing we can do about it except train and improve our skills each and every day. And while you're at it, keep in mind that the gun control lobby will continue to look for ways, however ridiculous and nonsensical, to erode our right to keep and bear Glocks. So do your part and get involved in the ongoing battle to protect our Second Amendment right by commenting and sharing this video, writing to your House representatives and senators, and keep training and improving, because a right, once taken, will likely never be restored. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and watch the next video right here. Train hard, often, and safely, and I'll see you at the range.